Hola, buenas tardes. Nada, bienvenidos y bienvenidos, bueno, bienvenidos y bienvenidas, perdón, al altavoz. Básicamente el altavoz consiste o en este caso es una oportunidad que de alguna forma sirve para presentar todos aquellos proyectos que habéis sido seleccionados en la exposición de From Space with Design. Como muchos ya conoceréis sobre el proyecto de Front Space with Design lo que pretende es, de alguna forma, dar a conocer y de internacionalizar el diseño español y a todo lo que son los estudios y las empresas nacionales que, de alguna forma, apuestan por el diseño. Este es el primer evento que organizamos eh, para después, el día 27, volveremos a repetir el evento con la otra parte de los estudios que hoy no presentáis y que de alguna forma la hemos hecho coincidir con la inauguración de la exposición de From Space with Design. Ahora os voy a comentar un poco de qué va. Os voy a dar unos pequeños detalles de qué va la exposición. El proyecto From Space with Design es un proyecto de READ, de la Red Española de Asociaciones de Diseño. Surgió de forma colaborativa en los encuentros nacionales y, de alguna forma, lo que pretende es dar visibilidad tanto a nivel nacional como internacional a lo que es el diseño que se está haciendo en España. El proyecto en sí tiene varios canales de comunicación. Entre esos canales tiene una plataforma online donde se ha hecho una selección realizada por un jurado de los principales proyectos que se realizó hace unos años de los estudios de diseño. Por otro lado, se está trabajando en la presentación de un documental sobre el proceso de trabajo de los estudios y las empresas a nivel nacional. Y por otro lado, está lo que es la exposición, que es otro canal de comunicación y que es lo que vamos a inaugurar el día 27 aquí en el Palau de las Comunicaciones. La exposición en sí tiene 5 ejes temáticos. Se llama Identidad y Territorio. La idea principal de la exposición no es una exposición que está organizada por áreas de diseño, sino lo que intenta es englobar un poco todas esas áreas de diseño. Y dentro de lo que es el recorrido de la exposición hay 5 ejes temáticos. El de identidad y territorio, que de alguna forma lo que intenta es destacar lo que es la cultura, lo que es la identidad de cada uno de los territorios, y a partir de esa identidad de todos los territorios sacar una identidad general. Luego hay otro eje temático, evidentemente, como no puede ser, es la internacionalización, que básicamente los proyectos seleccionados son aquellos que, que de alguna forma ya están trabajando o para empresas o para clientes en el extranjero, y han destacado pues porque o bien por su calidad de los proyectos o bien porque han sido premiados en el extranjero. Luego existe otro eje que es la sostenibilidad, que evidentemente hoy en día, cuando nos planteamos cualquier proyecto, tiene que tener, o por lo menos hay que repensar y pensar si va a tener algún impacto en lo que es el medio ambiente, y pensar un poco cuál va a ser todo ese proceso de desarrollo del proyecto, y que pues de alguna forma no perjudique al medio ambiente. Luego está el eje que de alguna forma se preocupa de las personas, y este es un eje transversal a toda la exposición, porque hoy en día cualquier proyecto de diseño no se puede mantener al margen de lo que son sus posibles usuarios o sus destinatarios. Entonces, de alguna forma, en ese eje están aquellos proyectos que de alguna forma están especialmente pensados para lo que son las personas. Y luego el último eje es el eje de las intersecciones, que hace referencia a aquellos proyectos que de alguna forma no tienen un área en concreto, es decir, que se relacionan entre todas las áreas, y no ya solo incluso con todas las áreas, sino que se relacionan con otras especialidades, porque hoy en día no tiene sentido, o por lo menos los diseñadores y las diseñadoras tenemos claro que no podemos diseñar aislados, sino que tenemos que relacionarnos y de ahí viene la interrelación con otras áreas y de alguna forma con otras especialidades fuera del diseño. Entonces, nada, para ya simplemente para despedirme, quería agradecer un poco la colaboración y la buena predisposición por parte de la Generalitat Valenciana a la hora de concedernos este espacio y de poner todos los medios para que de alguna forma pudiésemos hacer tanto la presentación de hoy como la presentación del día 27. Y nada, la verdad es que es un placer trabajar con ellos porque disponen de todo el equipo y nos dan todas las facilidades que nosotros pedimos. Y nada, simplemente desearos que vaya bien la presentación y nada, y agradeceros la presencia aquí esta tarde. Venga, muchísimas gracias.
Bueno, muchas gracias por estar aquí hoy y querer compartir esta tarde de buen diseño. Exactamente vamos a conocer 14 proyectos que pertenecen a la exposición de From Spain with Design y que reflejan el talento y la creatividad que forma parte, ¿no?, del diseño made in Comunitat Valenciana. Piezas tras las que existe un intenso y riguroso proceso de creación, historias que merecen ser conocidas para ser reconocidas y que cuando sus creadoras y creadores nos las cuentan, nos descubren pues la complejidad del diseño detrás de cada uno de esos resultados, pero también su extraordinario poder. Ese poder que es el de construir el mundo que nos rodea y de crear y dar forma al futuro. Para presentarlos hemos querido hacer una edición especial de Altavoz, un formato de presentaciones creado por la Asociación de Diseñadores de la Comunitat Valenciana, en el que queremos y con el que pretendemos dar a conocer de forma muy rápida, ágil y vibrante proyectos de diseño. Haremos 2 sesiones, como ha dicho antes Ángel. Esta es la primera, la segunda será el 27 de octubre con esa inauguración de la exposición a la que ya os estamos invitando a que vengáis porque merece la pena y va a ser muy chulo. Va a ser aquí mismo, en este Palau de les Comunicacions. Y agradecer, ¿no?, reiterar ese agradecimiento que se ha comentado ya antes por parte de Ángel a la Generalitat Valenciana, que está volcada al 100% para conseguir que todo esto podamos disfrutarlo, ¿no? Y muy importante, quiero destacar que con el acto también de esta tarde estamos apoyando y estamos participando, tanto la ADCV como el Diseño Valenciano, en el Maratón Internacional de Diseño que recorre 11 países en 17 días y que está organizado por IF. Así que voy a aprovechar para saludar en streaming que nos estarán viendo a nuestros colegas de IF en Alemania y a todas las personas que nos estén siguiendo por las diferentes partes del mundo. Hola, hello, dear IF colleagues, and welcome everyone. We are excited to participate in the IF Design Marathon 2022 with this event called ALTAVOZ. ALTAVOZ is a presentation format created by the Designers Association of the region of Valencia to show design projects in a fast and vibrant way. We are going to enjoy right now of this special edition based on Valencian design of From Spain with Design exhibition, organized by the Spanish Network of Design Associations, RIAD. 14 Valencian design studios are going to offer us highly inspiring live presentations. They are going to show a sample of the talent and powerful design that is made in Valencia, World Design Capital 2022, design projects that will enable us to achieve a sustainable, competitive, and inclusive world. So let's go. And please, the first participant studio can come here and start. If I'm not mistaken, yes, it's Jono. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Clara Del Portillo. I was thinking I would be the first one in talking in English, but Maria did it before. That's great. As I told, I'm Clara. I'm from Studio Yono, and I share the studio with my colleague Alex. We started in 2006, and we are here to present our category card. When we did this this category, what we were wanting was to help people to organize the different parts of the category on the table. I'm really strict on that in my day life. So it's really important for me to know which element is on the right and which is on the left. So we did the fork with an inclination that you can put on the left and the others on the right. And another thing that we were thinking, it was really interesting, was that this cut was made in a different finishing that the rest of the handle. So what you put on your mouth is glossy, and all this cut part until that it's going to your hand is also glossy, but the rest of the cutlery is matte. So we are having these two finishings on the same piece, and this is just the main character that we were wanting to do for this project. So after we did the first pieces, like the fork, the knife, and the spoon, the big and the small, we were asked also to do the ice cream spoon, that it's quite the same but with a handle quite longer, and also a set of salad pieces. Yeah. So as you can, I don't know, we cannot see it really well, the two finishings on the pictures, but when they will be on the exhibition, I think you will be able to notice that. And that's all. Thank you very much.
And please.
So good afternoon. My name is Andreu Gadea from La Vernia de Cienfuegos. I'm responsible for project design and also international relationships in the studio. And we are an agency specialized mainly in packaging design, although we also do graphic and product design. But what we are known for internationally is for packaging design, working for different multinationals like Unilever, Beiersdorf with Nivea, and Eucerin, and other smaller projects like this one that I'm going to present today, which is El Capricho. El Capricho is one of the best meat restaurants in the world. Many people from Japan, Europe, and other parts of Europe and other parts of America come to Castilla y León, to a small village in Castilla y León, to get these tastes of wonderful meat. That's Jose Gordon, who is the manager and the founder, actually treats himself with oxes that live in freedom on their fields next to the restaurant. So everything is very homemade. Everything is really close and really warm there. So what we try to convey in this packaging and also the branding that we did, it was like a whole project developed as a branding design, also packaging here. And as you can see, what we try to convey here is to bring natural raw materials that give this warm feeling, very honest feeling also. And this feeling of something very homemade, that these homemade cardboards, these textiles, and the wood that we used in other parts of the project, as you can see here. Also, another feature that we try to convey is the mix of tradition and modern layouts. Tradition with these cardboards that we utilized, the raw materials, and also a more modern layouts with this bold typography and the layout that also put the quotes of Jose Gordon himself, making it really personal and really thoughtful. As you can see, this kind of packaging, it's not the standard packaging that you will see in supermarkets because it's intended to be sold mainly online, but also sold in the actual restaurant. So we kind of had more freedom in designing the layouts of this design. And as you can see here, every detail counted. And what we try to see here is the handmade process of the meat. I'm trying to put it on the packaging because everything here is handmade and hand packed. And so what we try to do is something very raw, very honest, that they could actually achieve on their own installations, and not going to any other facilities. So here you can see the different packagings that we tried to implement. There are others, of course. We also designed the website, we designed the branding, we designed everything, and I absolutely recommend you going to a restaurant if you have the occasion, and you can check also our website, the full project there. So thank you.
Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Pedro Saez Martinez from Monno, and together with my mates Alex and Mark, we are a studio focused on circular economy and social impact. So what we do basically is strategic design, which means that first we co-define the challenges we are facing together with our clients, with our collaborators, and after that we co-create the solutions for that challenges, which may come in the shape of services, communications, spaces, physical products, or, as I'm showing you today, digital products. We were born with the purpose of contributing to a new world, one where the value of what Earth gives us, materials, natural resources, and the value of people are not thrown away but are leveraged. We were born with the belief that design well used can contribute to that purpose. So now that I've spoken about circular economy, I should speak about Ellen MacArthur Foundation, which is an NGO with a mission to accelerate the transition to circular economy. They have some programs, and in one of them, we got to know Nancy, CEO and founder of Alterneo. Alterneo's purpose is to facilitate that people can customize and repair their clothes at their convenience. This way, they can always feel great with them, no matter their bodies are not normative, no matter how old their clothes are, and they can also take care about the planet because we know how much impact fashion has. Alterneo connects tailors with clients for that sake, and they needed to bring their service into digital to scale it. So at Monno, we conducted research with all main stakeholders, clients, tailors, Alterneo team themselves, and with experts to create a service that not only facilitated a circular economy of fashion, but also took everyone in consideration. The service is materialized in an app for tailors and clients. Basically, clients can choose their clothes, the kind of clothes they need repaired or altered, as Nancy would say, and the kind of alterations that they need, and they can connect with a tailor that adapts to their schedule. And there's also an admin panel for Alterneo team to gather relevant data for their business and to manage everything. This way, Alterneo can keep improving and contributing to their purpose, because as Nancy says, clothes are mass produced, bodies are not. So we're here for you. Thanks a lot for your attention. If you want to speak about circular design, about any of our projects, or you think we might do anything for you, just don't hesitate to contact us. We'll be very happy to keep designing for a new world. Thanks a lot.
Hi, everyone. My name's Steve Casquero. I am Branding and Visual Identity Director at Cul-de-sac, which is a studio here in Valencia. I will try and respect the 3 minutes, so I won't go into too much about the studio, but I would like to say that one of the things we love doing after 20 years, it's actually our 20th birthday this year, is really get to the kind of turn the brief inside out and challenge, the brief itself, which can kind of lead us to a more kind of impactful solution in our designs. So that's what we're going to try and show you here today with the Kloska helmet project. So if you think about Kloska, it's an everyday safety object, right? But think of it more as a lifestyle accessory, because that's what it ended up being. It's a story that goes from a product, a simple product, into an icon design, and that's what we're going to try and tell you a little bit about it today. So, oops, these are all in the wrong order. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'll go through the general design of it. Okay, so we had a problem to solve, right, on two fronts. On one side is kind of the size and bulk of a safety object, right? They can be big, clunky, a big square thing on your head. They're difficult to transport. Once you're off your bike, it's not easy to carry around. On the other side, it's not the most beautiful thing. It cramps some people's styles. Some people don't even use a helmet because it doesn't go with the aesthetics. So it was very much a balance of solving functionality with style. So how do we go from product to icon? So Kloska, the client, already approached us with a great idea and with a prototype in place, but sometimes that idea is not always enough. You need to kind of create a little bit of drive, a little bit of desire in an object, right, to become a bit more iconic. And that's what we did. We started with the brief, turned it inside out, and started a new process. To do that, you have to get in mind of the end consumer, right, the user at the center, and discover their habits, their needs, their wants, their everyday life. And through that journey, we kind of challenged this as a more of a clothing exercise, designing clothes rather than a safety object. So think hats and caps rather than the typical images associated with speed and safety, which is not so, it doesn't meet the style criteria which everyone wants these days after they make the effort of going to work. So yeah, this was one of the most difficult, sorry, I'm going to go back because it's in the wrong order. It's one of the most complex projects that came through the studio doors. But that wasn't actually the difficult thing. The difficult thing is keeping it simple. Like, obviously we all know that good design it's not about adding layers. We always strip it down to the bare bones so you can really tackle the project from the inside out. And that's what we did here, and left it to the most simple kind of aesthetic we could. Because to us, that's what good design is, kind of not what you can add to it, obviously what you can't take away from it. And that's kind of the point we wanted to reach with the Kloska helmet. And it's a very simple design. It has 3 concentric rings with air holes which you can collapse and fold into half its size in half a second, which obviously makes it transportable. You can pop it in your bag. You can take it anywhere. We accessorized it, like understanding that user, knowing that we could put little visor for the sun or for the winter in different colors was very important to the end consumer. And yeah, it's obviously we're very chuffed with it because it's been very well received internationally. It's received a lot of praise. It's won a Red Dot Award. It's one of the few design objects to be sold at the Museum of Modern Art in New York, along with the Guggenheim. You'll find it in the Design Museum in London. And those are all great things, but what we love about this project is being able to see it in your own city, the visibility that we're now part of the kind of this sustainable mobility community, which brought this project together, which was to it was very ambitious in the sense it wanted to inspire change, and that's to promote sustainable mobility within the city. And we think we achieved that by completing the functional side, which was the engineering, and making it practical so that people can carry it. And on the style side, we've changed it into an icon, which has now become a lifestyle accessory. And as a kind of testament, we asked ourselves what we would change about this project 8 years after its launch, and there's pretty much nothing we would change about it. So that's a testament to the timeless design and reaching that level of simplicity that we wanted to achieve. And yeah, so thank you very much for having us. I think I've pretty much under 3 minutes. Thank you for inviting us amongst such great company. And over to the next.
Hello. Hello. She's Gemma. I'm Carlos. We are Gratis Studio, and we are going to present one of our latest projects. It's a project for the 37th edition of the Mostra de Valencia Cinema del Mediterráneo. It's a film festival here in Valencia, and it's a film festival that focus in the Mediterranean films. Only the observator is a protagonist.
So, like Carlos said, the main idea of this poster was that the spectator is the protagonist. So the main idea was to focus on the spectator's gaze, and this is represented by the eyes of the spectator. That is represented with the eyes of the spectator that are observing and participating as a cinematical
I forget this. Sorry.
I don't know how to explain it that everyone can understand it, but is that is focused on the spectator's point of view, and also is representing all the architectonical icons that are participating in the film festival. Also, is a very graphic line that is
Studio.
it's a very graphic line that is very representative of our studio, and that we focus more. We usually have this graphic line in all of our projects, and we try to make the viewer have a visual effort to make them have their own opinions and their own ideas of what they are seeing. Also, the typography is giving information about the film festival itself, and the colors are evoking all the different temperatures and different countries that are participating in this festival.
And now it's all. Of course, we invite you come to Valencia and enjoy this festival here in this October, the 20th to 30th, and now you can see this project in the street and in movies, in different elements, in different elements, booths, movies, and now thank you for escucharme, ¿no? I'm sorry.
Hi to everyone. I would like to thank you for inviting us and allow us to speak about one of the projects that we have been selected to this special edition from Valencia. And this product was designed with and for Leque, which is a reference company in the sector of cooking and kitchen accessories. And the cheesemaker made the third collaboration with between Leque and Jorrojeski. Well, I'm Quique Fernandez. I'm designer and co-founder of the cooperative Jorrojeski. We founded the cooperative in the year 2010, and here are my colleagues. At the very beginning, we started by applying a creative methodology and creative session with the Leque design and innovation team. We got several lines of work and keywords. Okay, one of these lines was homemade and traditional food, but made with innovative and different way, with the objective of simplifying the process and making more accessible to the any kind of foodie. To make it possible, we work side by side with Alicia Foundation. It's a foundation that works with science and food, and they help really a lot. Okay, because they help to optimize and define the process, the cooking steps, and also to develop the different recipes. This is our cheese maker, which is the result of almost 1.5 years of design and development. Okay, and with this tool, you can cook a fresh cheese by using just 2 ingredients and a microwave. It consists of 3 pieces. Okay, a container which the milk is heated, a mold when you can filter the blend and the cheese takes the shape, and finally the lid, okay, to preserve and to keep the cheese, and also has a measure to have the exact quantity of ingredients. Well, this is the process. Okay, I'm not going to explain a lot, but you have the milk, you heat it in microwave, you put the ingredients that in this case is an acid. Okay, you can choose between vinegar, lemon, or for example yogurt, depending on the recipe you want to get. And then you filter the blend, and you have the final cheese. One is cooled in the fridge. Okay, for example, well, Liquid is an expert of silicone material, okay, and we committed to use this material, okay, but not just because, just we wanted for a reason. So we take the flexibility of the materials, and also to not to have a lid to preserve and to keep the cheese in the fridge, but also it has a measure that you can have the precise quantity of vinegar or lemon, for example. Well, thanks to the properties of these acids, okay, depending on if you have vinegar, lemon, or for example yogurt, you will get creamier or moister, or for example more drier cheese, okay, depending on the recipe. Well, to sum up, we intended with this project, okay, to have an approach to the traditional food and also to the simplicity, and why not to promoting a healthier lifestyle. So thank you very much for your kind attention.
Hi, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to explain this project, because I believe this is the only non-commercial project in this exhibition. It's a self-initiated project, not a commission. Every designer knows what a side project is. Pet projects, personal projects is something you make not just for fun, but to exercise your creativity and try new things and see what happens, or ask yourself questions. Have you ever asked yourself, when did you start thinking about design? Or how did you become a design lover? Or where did you get your taste or your aesthetic preferences from? Well, I did. I tried to dive into my childhood memories, and I found that I had some images like engraved in my retina, in my mind's eye. That's why I call this project Improntas. These images were about brands and packages and objects that were around when I was a child. They're not anymore around. It was a long time ago, so I had to look them up, thanks Google Images. So I was able to find photos of them, and then I started designing these small posters. When dealing with my own memories, I decided to simplify and bring those shapes to their purest and simplest forms. I found out that I was obsessed with geometry, and then I tried to transfer my designs to different materials to evoke what happens with our memories over the years. Obviously, this is a work in progress. I'm still digging into my mind, looking for images and working. I have like 15 posters right now and growing. What I've learned so far is that I'm more influenced than I thought by my first experiences as a child, and also that my tastes are like hardwired in my mind because I've always been obsessed with geometry and pure and simple forms, maybe because of these old brands. And that's it. I hope you like it, and thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jorge Herrera. I'm the founder of my own studio, Jorge Herrera Studio. I'm really glad to be here, and thanks for coming. We are international awarded interdisciplinary design studio here in Valencia, and we used to work with brands around the world. Today, I would like to introduce Norai, a golden awarded design, and as you can see, it is a screen divider. Nowadays, there are no rules to set any type of open space for work, other activities. For that reason, has born Norai. Norai giving a tool to architects and interior designers, allowing them to set any flexible and almost infinitive layout configurations. As you can understand, this type of products are always surrounding us. And for that reason was our obsession from the very beginning to design something with a non-intrusive shapes. And we decided to draw these friendly and slender shapes, giving a familiar touch, and at the same time, allowing Norai to match any time of space, giving perfect sound-absorbing acoustic features. Also, Norai comes with a unique innovative panel joining system, designed as simple as possible. The system consists in an elastic band connector plus the knob. Then you only have to tie the connectors to the knob in an X way, and we achieve joints we can articulate at infinitive number of degrees. Norai also is a stitchless design and have a careful color and tint selection of 13 unique colors, and even if you want, each side of the panel can be upholstered in different fabric colors. Thinking about the new behaviors at the offices, we wanted to give an answer to these 5-10 minutes of easy talkings, sharing a brief conversation or a drinking coffee with a college. So we decided to build in a high table with one side wing that allows you to share something with other person, also recharge also your different devices. On the left, you can see the magnetic whiteboard version, but also if you want, you can order the tech version that brings the system to hang a TV for video callings and conference. These versions always come with wheels because it is part of the Agile collection of the company that you can move around and work everywhere. On the right picture, also you can see the lower shelf, adding an extra support area, and also comes with a connector hub built in. We also design a flat leg in order to avoid collision with other objects at the office, but we add a special feature. Through a magnetic system, when you want and in a very easy way, you can add a planter adding a special taste, integrated greenery, decoration 20 corner, and the most important thing, giving to us a more relaxing spaces. And finally, we can see a homey version of Norai with its elegant solid oak legs and characteristic U-shape support with a cross-beam cylinder, because these dividers are not only for office, but also for homework, co-working, restaurants, and why not for your own home. So thank you for your time.
My name is Borja Garcia. I'm here in behalf of Made Studio. That is the company that I have with my partner Laura and our team. We are mainly focused on architecture, residential and commercial projects, and industrial design. That is the kind of projects that we like to present today. The project that we will introduce is a hangar. It's a hangar designed for hotels, designed for Nomes Copenhagen. That is a company, a Danish company that do mainly retail and hotel equipment. And we designed this idea of a hangar that you cannot install. That is not our idea. You already know, but the traditional design is normally tricky and difficult and unuseful. So we try to rethink this idea of to have part of the hangar that is on the bar fixed on the cardboard, and the other part that you can take and get with the clothes, etc. We also thought that the finishing on the project, the finishes of the project, we have two finishes. One is just directly metal, and another one that is covered with a soft touch rubber that is also thought to avoid sounds and to avoid the clink or all the sounds that are on the hotel room. And finally, the project, the approach to the project is to get like the maximum of effort of the minimum expression, the maximum expression of the minimum elements, and to take these kind of things that normally we already know that they are on our environment, but should be like redesigned or rethought by the very beginning, because the one that we already know is not so useful. And this is the final result.
Good afternoon. My name is Rosana, and Cesar is my partner and colleague in our studio. And currently, we are developing design, communication, and illustration and branding projects. Today, we are going to present the project called Design and Public Policy, a two-way street. This was the first design policy forum of Valencia City, organized by the University of Valencia and the Valencia Capital Design Association, and in collaboration with the Design Escapes project from Econcult. Econcult is an investigation area from the Valencian University that are focused in cultural projects. This policy forum took place on March 10 and 11 in 2020, 2 years ago, a few days before the lockdown. So it was a mixed virtual and face-to-face event. The design gives priority to bright colors such as green and blue, more typical of digital environments, and it was very important to us to reflect the innovative nature of the innovation. It was also essential to give visibility three concepts throughout the graphic that are design, public, and policy. In this way, we created a contemporary and disruptive typographic design with the aim of breaking with traditional standards. We choose this typeface with multiple variables per letter because it offers us many alternatives, just as the design finds a lot of solutions to solve the problems of cities and the society. In short, this visual system with multiple elements has a predominance of geometry, and as we can see, this poster transmits one cyclic idea, that is design and public policies feed off each other.
Here you can see the poster. As it was a forum that was held in two different locations, Universitat de Lanao and the City of Arts and Science, we made a lot of adaptations to other formats such as signage, identifiers, roll-ups, screensavers, animations, merchandising, social media, and the specific website. All the graphic material had to maintain a visual coherence and also conceptual coherence, included the smallest details. And a very, very important issue was that the Designscapes Policy Forum was also the first official event of the Valencian World Design Capital. So fortunately, it had a strong political support. In fact, you can see here the mayor of Valencia, Joan Ribó, that made a great speech in defense of design at the opening session. For the web design, we thought that we had to find a balance between creativity and style and functionality. So we prepare a very, very dynamic, interactive environment, very attractive, and also with these characteristical, vibrant colors of the visual identity. Actually, it was a subweb integrated into the Designscapes website. And in this picture, we can see a detail of the speakers that there were many more, about more than 30 speakers. And for us, it was essential that the design of the web and all the rest of the project, it was up to the level of the magnificent speakers and professionals involved in the celebration of this forum. So that's all, and thank you, and I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for your attention.
Hi, good afternoon. I am Tristan from Alegre Design, and we are an international. Where is the button of? Sorry. Okay. And we are an international product design and consultancy studio that helps companies to create better products. For our more than 20 years of experience, we reach expertise on different industries like mobility, office, electronic devices, and healthcare, among others. Our agile design methodology brings honest timings and short deliveries that brings high value to the projects. So this afternoon, I'm going to talk about Eurus, a dental chair designed with the Japanese company Takara Belmont. So fusion shape is the principle of design in this product, that it aligns to the It aligns to the needs of new clinical products, like basically our ergonomy, design, and efficiency. So the innovation in ERUS is that improve the experience of the two users. One is the dentist and the other one is the patient. So with the patient, it can experience a better comfort and less stress because the ergonomy and the simple shapes and the smooth shapes. And the dentist will improve the practice because Eurus is designed under the last detail with all the components to avoid any wrong movement from the dentist. So we are working with companies and still working with companies after 20 years because we are a studio that gets the job done, reduces cost, reduces noise, and generates innovation, value, and growth through design products for people and the environment. That's why a product like Eurus exists. Thank you.
Hello, thank you very much for coming and listening. I'm Ana Segovia from ALTAVOZ Design Studio. We set up our studio in 2002, which means 20 years ago. Time flies. And this product is, we have a sentimental feeling with this piece because we presented this piece in Nude, in Nude exhibition, and Gandia Blasco decided to produce it. We wanted to reinterpret the closing and opening system of a traditional farm in a new kind of product, like a sunsite, instead of using the parasol system traditional. You can open and close it just touching two pieces because, sorry, because I know this is the kind of design, and you can open it and close it, and you can have sunside or sun, is your choice. And it has a technical piece in the middle that block every single piece to the other one, and you can just touch one of them and the others follow the others. So it's a very simple system, and it's for outdoors, so it was very important to select the correct material for this. We received many prizes in the past with this piece. And it's an iconic piece for the company because they sell it a lot because it's like a iconic piece for them, but it's not very functional, if you see it. As we are focused at the studio, we design visible and invisible design, like product design, strategic, and art direction. For example, we have also done these pictures for the catalog, trying to explain the way you can use it. They use these pieces, this picture to explain the simple system. There are many finishes in which you can buy it, the offer. And this is another picture we shot for the catalog for Gandia Blasco. And thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Fede. I'm one of the partners at Meteorito. We are a branding, packaging, and communication design studio here in Valencia. And today I want to talk to you about the project we did for the Gran Fira de Valencia, which is like the city festivity here in the city in Valencia. It was 2021, just after lockdown and restrictions and so on. And yeah, people were a bit, you know, wanting to party a little bit. They wanted to go out, they wanted to enjoy, but the mask was still there, and we didn't want to show anyone's mouth on the design. And we wanted to focus on the eyes, on the expressions. We went for something really colorful and happy, and we wanted to say hello. We wanted to say hola, which is what you say to someone who you haven't seen in a long time. And we wanted to greet the city again because it was like the first time people were seeing each other again. And we combined both some traditional design, some traditional style with the typography, and then these really nice illustrations with lots of colors, really happy, wanting to share this happiness and this will to party that we all had at that time. And it was also the first time that the fair was canceled due to COVID. So it was a 150th edition, and we wanted to do something historical, but at the same time happy. And this was the solution we found. You could see the posters and all the applications we did everywhere in the city. You see, people were still wearing the mask. And yeah, that was our project for the Valencia, Fira de Valencia. Hola.
Hello, everyone. Hi. This is Alberto Martinez from Venture, Rocky Martinez, and myself, Hector Sano. We are designers with our own design studios, but I would like to talk today about one project, which is a very special project, I think, for us. And it has a long history because it's a project from quite a long time ago, from 1999, and that we did while we're still yeah, times fly, as Anna said. And it's a very special project because we did it when we were still studying at the RCA, Royal College of Art in London, during our first year. And just want to say that it was sometimes you design projects which takes a really long time, and you spend years to design and to develop. And this one is one of these projects that it only took a conversation, a very short conversation, where we're talking about water. We quickly did a sketch, and after did a first prototype in wood, and after in ceramic, and then it got later on in production. What do you want to say?
Yes. Really, for us, this was a conversation between nowadays and present and past, tradition and nowadays. So immediately we mix the botijo with the bottle of plastic, and we merge it, and that's pretty much it.
There are so many histories about this bottle, and we can spend half an hour, 1 hour talking about it, even because my what I said is different what they said. For me, was the mix between when we are in London, the women in the city start to go with sweets from with bumps to go to the city, and when they arrive to the office, they put his tacones.
High heels.
Hi. And they always go with a bottle of water. And we said, why, if you need to drink 1 liter of water during one day, why at the end it's gonna be hot?
Yeah.
So why we don't design the botijo is really a fridge, a natural fridge? Why we don't mix and we provoke this, get the water warm? And was fantastic because there are histories about Japanese people don't know how to drink. Another people said they give us the bottle, say this completely broken because when we leave the bottle in the table, they start to sweat, and it's because of the osmosis process. So this is amazing. But one of the most important thing of this project is 23 years old, is the companies who believe in us. Because say thank you to Silvia Garcia, who we are just students, and they take the bottle and push the project up. And now, when the company
shut down,
Gandia Blasco say, okay, this project is impossible. Don't it has to be alive, and they give the chance. And nowadays, if everything is going well. Will be another edition, a really special edition, and we are really happy to this project. Is here and thanks to you, because this tree is the first time after 23 years that we meet each other here all together.
We haven't seen each other for a long time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a fantastic afternoon with, I promise you, good design, and I didn't fail. So please, all the participants want to come here, and we made a photograph, and we take a photo to all the group, please. Muchas gracias a todos y a todas por haber venido. Recuerdo, porque como veo que hay más gente ahora que al principio, 27 de octubre inauguramos la expo de From Spain with Design con otra buena tanda de proyectos participantes. Y nada, espero que os haya gustado mucho y que lo hayáis disfrutado. El que no ha podido venir o se ha perdido algo, están en YouTube, entonces, bueno, pues siempre lo puede tener ahí y recordarlo, ¿vale? Muchísimas gracias y nos vemos pronto. Hasta ahora, un saludo.